Thank you, Mr. Fergie. Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to our news roundup program, 10 Minutes With. Well, I am not alone. I am with a great guest. Allow me please to introduce herself. She's Hélène THURBURN. She's a chargée d'affaires to the Republic of Congo. She's a career member to the U.S. Senior Foreign Service class of Minister Counselor. Madame Chargée THURBURN has served as a deputy chief of mission in Khartoum, Sudan, and Lomé, Togo, as a consul general in Yemen from 2013 to 2015. She was a key player in leading the embassy during the how to take over of the Yemeni government and facilitated the evacuation and ultimate closure of the post. She has also served in Budapest, Benin, Marseille, Port-au-Prince, and Brussels, where she was a senior consular representative to the European Union. In addition to that, she has served 2 tours with the Bureau of Consular Affairs in Washington, D.C. Most recently, she was senior advisor to the President of Corporate Council in Africa. Madame THURBURN earned a BA in French and a Bachelor Education in Sociology, Economic from State University. She holds a master's degree in Public and International Affairs from the University of Pittsburgh and a JD from George Washington University. She is a fluent French speaker, and also, having studied in France and served in 5 Francophone countries, in her spare time, she enjoys theater, swimming, reading, and playing with her 2 cats. That's a great woman. Madame THURBURN, there she is. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you and be here with you today.
Thank you so much. Pleasure meeting you as well. Madame THURBURN, during your tenure here in Brazzaville, you are particularly interested in women empowerment and gender equality as well. Is there any kind of motivation that pushed you to do so?
Many motivations that pushed me to do so. I was inspired by the recent Generation Equality Forum that the UN women held.
Yeah.
Also, although there have been great advancements in the last decades of women's rights worldwide, the COVID pandemic hit many countries very hard economically and also pushed back some of those equalities for women. It hit women harder than men in many countries. When I arrived in Brazzaville in April at the American Embassy, I noted that of our 300 or so employees at the American Embassy, less than 10% were women, and that shocked me. That's a very low percentage for an American embassy. I've never seen it so low in other posts. So the first thing we did was start a women's group at the embassy of the women employees to find out why this was so and how we could attract more women applicants to our jobs, and what, if any, were the problems that women were facing in the job place and what were the barriers to applying to jobs at the American Embassy. So that group has met a few times and is already planning some activities, including some job skill workshops to improve things like resume building and interview skills, things like that.
With youth?
Well, this was right now within the embassy.
Okay.
And we've looked at the barriers to applying for jobs at the embassy, the application process, the need for English, and maybe some cultural barriers where women aren't encouraged to apply for some of these jobs. And they should. They should be encouraged to apply, and they should feel free to apply for all our jobs at the embassy, regardless of the type of job. It doesn't have to be, we have guards, we have bodyguards, we have warehouse people, we have technical staff. Women are welcome to apply for all of those jobs.
Okay, so from April up to now, you have been having some workshop with youth, you mean women, and can we know the impact of what you have been doing through that workshop?
It's only been 6 months, so it's in the starting process, but already our human resource section of the American Embassy has already reported an uptick in women applicants. So we're very happy with that.
That's a great news for women.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, we will really stand for our rights. That's
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Talking about the pandemic situation, which really hitting the worldwide economy and health and so on. The U.S. Embassy has donated 302,400 doses
yes.
of Johnson & Johnson vaccine to the Congolese government. So currently, how do you see the process? What do you think about the COVID-19?
Well, what everybody thinks about it is horrible. The pandemic has hit the whole world very, very hard. It forced countries to shut their borders. It forced people to stay home. We're all still wearing face coverings in public. And it needs a worldwide effort to stop this. And President Biden has stepped up and continues to increase the funding toward the worldwide pandemic, to increase vaccination donations. We're hoping to get more here.
Yeah.
So we all have to help each other through this, and the only way to do that is to work together.
I really like the sentence here that we have to help each other. And what kind of advice can you give to the Congolese people, or what can you give to the Congolese youth who are still hesitating to be vaccinated?
Get vaccinated. It really is the only solution to this pandemic. It's the only way we can move forward as a world, the only way Congo can move forward as a nation. The United States, as you noted, gave over 300,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines. We hope to get more Johnson & Johnson and maybe some Pfizer. I was vaccinated by Johnson & Johnson. I haven't had no ill effects, and I haven't had COVID. I still take precautions because we all know that the vaccine doesn't mean you will never get the disease, but it means that you're less likely to, and if you do, the symptoms will be much less severe. So what can I say except get vaccinated? It's safe. The World Health Organization has approved many different varieties of vaccines. Take whichever one is available as soon as you can. I mean, that's what I did. As soon as I was offered in the States, we had Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, and the first one that I was eligible to get, I took. And as I said, I had no ill effects. Some people have some minor side effects when they get the vaccine. That happens with any vaccine, and that's dependent on each of us. But get vaccinated as soon as possible. Encourage your friends, your family. The sooner you do, the sooner we can stop restrictions and return to a much more normal lifestyle, which we all need to do. This has gone on way too long.
Yeah, sooner we get vaccinated, sooner we stop with all the restrictions that we do have. Please let us get vaccinated. Thank you so much. Last week, the U.S. mission director visited Congo. He met some members of the Congolese government and signed contracts with others. Can we understand from this visit that the U.S. will increase its presence in the Republic of Congo?
Well, USAID already has a very active program in Congo. Unfortunately, because of COVID, the vaccine, the USAID mission director, Paul Sabatine, that I think you had on this show last week, was unable to make as many visits as he had before. So this was his first visit since the outbreak of COVID. And the agreements that we signaled, that he signed here, will allow USAID to be even more active, bring in more projects.
Okay.
So we look forward to doing that. We've been very active in the Pool region, and we relaunched some projects there to help reconstruct the Pool region and help the people there get back to a more normal lifestyle.
That's a great initiative.
We're really happy that he was here, and I'm hoping that he's here much more frequently. So.
A sad news, according to what you have been doing from April up to now, and then you're about to leave Congo. Can you please tell us what you really appreciated, maybe through the workshop, through all the initiative that you're going through? What did you really appreciate about?
I am very sad to be leaving Congo after only 6 months. I came here to lead the mission before the incoming ambassador arrives, and he hopefully will be here in the next few months. So I'm being asked to go on to another embassy. I'll be going to Chad as chief of mission. So I'm looking forward to that, but it's with a very heavy heart that I leave the Congo. It's been a wonderful experience. I'm very happy to be here. But if I may, I'd like to go back to the women's issue, because in addition to the women's group in the embassy, I also spearheaded a group of women outside of the embassy, made up of the women ministers, because I was very happy to see that there were so many women in the government of Congo, as ministers especially. Yeah. The UN also, as representatives of the various UN agencies, has a high percentage of women. And there's a couple other women chiefs of mission. So I gathered them all together to talk as a group about how we, as women who've achieved a certain success in our professional life, can help the Congolese women to understand their choices, to get the courage to try things that maybe they wouldn't have tried otherwise. So we've had a couple meetings where I'm going back to my residence to have another meeting this afternoon of this group. We meet together as sisters, not necessarily as minister or chargé or ambassador or representative, to talk about how we can take our experience and use it to be role models for Congolese young women and young men, both.
Of course.
So I hope I'm leaving a little bit of something to the Congolese people in that way.
Sure.
But I thank everybody for the warm welcome I received while I'm here. I've been able to explore a little bit of your country. I've been to Pointe Noire. I've been in the Pool region. I wish I'd had time to explore more, but I'll come back. So, as a tourist, maybe someday.
Yeah, from April to up to now, she has been doing such a great job in empowering women. So she not only worked with the U.S. Embassy women, but also out of the U.S. Embassy. She worked with Congolese women here in the minister, right? And also out of the minister, the UN. And she's ready to help, and that was a great pleasure receiving her here. Do you have something to say to all the women who are watching you, and men as well?
Women are equal to men. They have the same choices. I learned also, and I'm very glad about this, that the Congolese laws on the books actually have very good protection for women's rights and women's equality. So take advantage of that, women. Learn them. Men learn them too. To succeed, this country needs everybody working together to make this country bigger and better and increase your economy. So again, thank you for having me here today with you, and thank you, the people of Congo, for such a warm welcome that I've received since I've been here.
Thank you so much. Women, please, let's stand up for our rights. We will build this country by working hands in hands with men. So because the incomes of this country not only depends on men, but also women, let's stand up for our rights. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ferdi.
And we put an end to this program. See you next time. Thank you for watching.
Hello, I am Shadmir Ferret. If you want to know more about national and international news, do watch News Roundup twice a month on DRTV International.
And you'll be informed on science, economy, finance, sport, and so on. Don't miss your favorite English program, News Roundup.
News Roundup, your best English program.